Nick Vendikos works for Futures in Education, helping raise money for Catholic schools. At 3 in the afternoon last Thursday, Nick was driving back to Brooklyn from LaSalle Academy in the East Village of Manhattan.
I wasn't even supposed to be there. It was just for that event. Then I had a lunch meeting with an individual, and I came back from the lunch meeting, got my car at LaSalle, and then was driving back to the office in Prospect Park West. As you can see on the videos that's been playing, I was on 2nd Avenue and about East 7th Street, and then all of a sudden I heard the loudest bang I've ever heard in my life. I didn't know what it was. It startled me. I immediately thought it was like a terrorist attack. Then all this material rained on me. My back window collapsed, and there was glass all over my head and my face. And then when the smoke cleared, there was a young lady crossing the street, and her whole side of her face was bloodied. I reached over to try to open up the door, and I told her to get in, because I really thought it was a terrorist attack and something else was going to happen. She kept on asking me, am I going to die, am I going to die? So I told her no, and I asked her name, and then we started just like making small talk to try to calm her down, and at the same time trying to calm myself down. And then when I got to the hospital, they said I had a concussion, and my ears were ringing, they're still ringing. They were taking shards of glass out of my scalp. So it was doing that, but I was blessed because God was watching over me.
Have you felt any traumatic stress in the aftermath?
Yeah, I have, sadly. I've been thinking about it because with the concussion and being all battered and banged up, I've had a lot of recollections. And then I can't help but watching the video over and over again.
And how does your faith give you perspective on this?
It's really been helping me through it. My pastor here at St. Bernard's, Monsignor Jamie, has been terrific just talking to me and trying to work through this stuff. You get that why me, or that Nancy Kerrigan voice, like why me? But now, after thinking about it, I was blessed because I was on the left side. I was on the left side of the street instead of right in front of the building. So many other things could have, a brick and a steel door went flying over the car, just a couple of inches, it could have been a totally different story. I have 2 young children that are in high school, my wife, and you just think about those poor people that were lost and what their families are going through during Holy Week especially. In the beginning, people would say like the unlucky driver. I consider myself the lucky and blessed driver because, people lost their lives and people were, families were destroyed because of it, and it's just really solidified my faith.
Reporting for Currents, I'm Konrad Aderer.